What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Orbit Report. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. I know that I'm a little bit behind. Right when I was about to start the show, my computer froze. Yay! So I had to restart it all over. But anyway, y'all know when y'all come in, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, please hit the subscribe button. Because if you're not subscribed to Stargazer Sports, what are you doing with your life? I really appreciate you guys so much for continuing to support Stargazer Sports. You guys have been absolutely awesome and phenomenal. So get some claps to y'all, my viewers. But today we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the content because I'm already behind. Let me turn this down. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the content. We got some fun topics to talk about today. First one will be the young man on the thumbnail. Well, really, we're gonna talk about the whole Dallas Cowboys game versus the I was gonna say Carolina Cardinals versus the Arizona Cardinals. But really, we want to look at rookie Jaishawn Barham. I got all the film and all the clips. Now, we're not going to do a full film review session today. And I'm going to give a disclaimer. We're not going to be doing Under the Lights on Wednesday because I will be going to Dallas Cowboys training camp. Yay! So I'll be there Wednesday. Y'all know I'm going for like the past, well, new subscribers you may not know, but I'm going to training camp for like the past 2 to 3 years. So here in Frisco, in Dallas. So I will be going again on Wednesday. Tomorrow is my fiance, soon to be wife's birthday. So I will not be going out there tomorrow, but definitely will be out there on Wednesday. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm sure I'll be doing content with my content brothers, but and sisters. But also Wings fans, WNBA fans, basketball fans, please go and watch my new video, Under the Lights. I did a film session on our game versus the Indiana Fever. So if y'all could go check that out and run that up, like it, share it, please. Help that video get more views. I work very hard on it. Right now it's got 2 views. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, y'all help me out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the content. Hopefully it'll be more y'all in the chat and stuff like that that'll be giving me feedback. But let's go ahead and get into our game versus the Arizona Cardinals. First of all, I'm so happy that we beat the out of the Arizona Cardinals, because that team has had our number. That team has had our number. But that team has had our number for I don't know how long. And I know it's just a preseason game, so y'all might say, well, that don't count. You gotta beat them in the real season. Well, we're gonna play them in the real season too. And I'm praying to God that we can finally get that Arizona Cardinal monkey off our back, because they have had our number. I don't remember the last time we beat them. And the Cardinals have been terrible for years, but I really don't know the last time we beat the Cardinals. But hey, we beat the hell out of them yesterday. Well, not yesterday, Saturday. But anyway, I do want to talk about rookie Jaishawn Barham. He really popped off the screen. So I have the entire game recorded. Well, not the entire game, but almost. So we're just gonna go through a few clips to see how some people did, see who stood out. I'm probably gonna be going back and forth between the film and this because I don't want to get in trouble. And you can't, you know how the NFL is. But let me go ahead and go to my browser screen. But make sure y'all hitting that like button, hit the share button, like I said, hit the subscribe button, and help Stargazer Sports grow. Hold on, let me fix this first while I share my screen with y'all to fix that. Actually bring it up. Let's see which one. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the defense, and then we're gonna go on to the offense to see how they did. But I'm gonna start on the defense. And honestly, this clip may have a mixture of both. It may have a mixture of both, I'm not sure. Okay. So, y'all give me a second. I'm trying to pull up this project. It's saying it's loading. Loading. Stop loading. We gotta go. Because I can't be on here all night. But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all doing in the chat. How y'all feeling on this beautiful Monday evening? Let me know in the chat. Really like hearing from y'all and talking to y'all. So if y'all could help, or not help, but just let me know how y'all day's going, because I really do care about y'all. I see there's a few of y'all in here watching. Hopefully some of my day ones come in that like to talk and give feedback. So I'm just not here talking to myself. Alright, well, you know what? I don't want it to be too much dead space in the show. So I may just talk about some other things. So hopefully this loads up. Oh, looks like there are some people in the chat. Oh, Miss Matrix, day one. She said backups look elite. Yeah, the backups do look good. It does make you think, if this is how the backups are looking, how are the starters gonna look? How are the starters going to look once we actually start playing real football? Because y'all know we haven't played like real football yet. Y'all know that, right? And some people is getting all what's the word? Caught up in the in some of the stuff happening in preseason. And you could be happy. Let me say that. You could be excited with what happened in preseason, but you also have to measure what happened in preseason and know, like, these guys are not going against starters. They're not going against what the best that the NFL has. You know, they're going against a lot of people who may not even be on an NFL team, or I'll say may not even be on a 53-man roster by the end of next week. So we do have to keep that in mind when we are evaluating. But of course, we can only evaluate what we got. So of course, you do look to the preseason to see, can we utilize this guy in the actual season? Oh my God, why is this taking so long? Lord help. Sorry, y'all. This is why I just normally upload this to my Google Drive, but I didn't feel like doing all that, and now my CapCut is going so slow. But anyway, let me just talk about some other news while this is loading, because I can at least go talk about some housekeeping things. Number one that I want to talk about is, let me go to my history. This right here. Let me share my screen. So, shout out to Ari Marinov. Y'all know he's a NFL insider. There you go. What the heck? My thing switched to the other side? Okay, I don't know. But shout out to him. What's going on? Okay, look like you got to do it this way. Alright. But shout out to Ari Marinov. Putting this out, says the Cardinals have waived RB Trey Benson. That's my mysterious music. don't ask me. Well, before you ask me, just know that my answer is hell yes. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys should try to get Trey Benson. Absolutely, they should. Now, I heard that he's allegedly injured, and so that's kind of like why he got waived. But regardless, how injured is he? That's the main question. How injured is he? Is it that he's not going to be able to play for the rest of this year, or what? Because I was very high on Trey Benson in the draft. I'm pretty sure I had him like my number one. I can't talk. My number one running back. And y'all, I'm sorry, but we need another running back. We need another running back, y'all. I don't trust, and I know he's been running good, so this is not me hating. This is not me hating on Malik Davis. I'm not hating on him. I think that he's done a fine job. I think that he's a fine running back. I really do. Like, this is not me being facetious or anything. Like, I really do think Malik Davis is done a fine job, a fine running back. But I think we need more. And I think we need a back that fits our coach. And Malik Davis doesn't necessarily fit our coach. Why, Star? Why are you saying that? Because he is not he runs hard. He runs on his pass, but he is just not. I don't believe that. I have to see it to believe it that Malik Davis, if something were to happen to Javonte Williams, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But if something happens to Javonte Williams, I don't see us being able to rely on a Malik Davis with his frame, game in and game out, with the power run scheme that we run. It's not that he can't run in it, but we have to know the physicality power run scheme that's in between the tackles, in traffic, getting your rocked down in and down out. So I don't believe that Malik Davis can hold up. Looking at Blue, absolutely not. Blue was actually in last place for me. Jaishawn Blue was in last place for me. I know people say, well, how are you saying that when Maffa barely... Because when I see Maffa on the field, despite the limited carries that he's getting, he looks better to me than Blue. Blue is not seeing it. Now, Blue did, let's be honest, Blue did have his best game versus Arizona. He really did. He was running as hard as his little... Blue was running as hard as his little legs could take him. He really was. Oh, what's up, Biscuit? What's up? Okay. You said just got done doing your show. Okay, I didn't know you had a show, Biscuit. Drop your name in the chat so I can give you your show, your channel name, so I can give you a follow and a shout out. But thank you so much for y'all rocking with me. Let me see if this is uploaded yet. Bro, this is still not uploaded. I think this is unfrozen. Let me see if maybe I can close it and see. Because it shouldn't take that long. Oh, you know what? I know why it's taking that long. But anyway, yes, the Cowboys should go after Trey Benson. Absolutely. I think we need to get another running back ASAP Rocky. And I think Trey Benson, I know he's got to go through waivers and all of that type of stuff. But if he clears waivers, which I think he will because he has an injury, I do think the Cowboys should take a flyer on him, 100%. And I'm trying to go through and see that I have Trey Benson. Like, where did I have you, Trey Benson? I know I did. Trey Benson came out of what draft? I might not I don't know. I'm gonna see if I did my 2024 draft stuff. I don't remember when Trey Benson came out. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. 2024. Let me see who's the running backs. Yep. I had Trey Benson. Let me go to my Instagram because I can show y'all. I had Trey Benson as my number one back coming out of the draft. Sure did. Got it right here so y'all know I ain't capping. Let's see. First of all, let's look at this just for fun. I know this is kind of off topic because I'm low-key stalling. But looks like I might not be able to show film today, y'all. But oh well. I can only do what I can do. I think there's some people who kind of posted some clips on Twitter. So maybe we'll just look at those. But anyway, y'all, look, check this out. So, can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. So this is my draft grades. I had Cooper Beebe #1 for my interior offensive lineman, and we got him. So I legit cried when we got Cooper Beebe. But anyway, that's not what I meant to do. What the hell, helicopter? Okay, here we go. How do I put? Oh, right here. Okay, that's the offensive tackles. Running backs. There you go. Had Trey Benson #1, Blake Corum #2. I really did like Blake Corum a lot. Also, I heard, isn't Audric Estimé still out there on the market? Maybe not. But anyway, look how low I was on Braylon Allen. He proved me wrong. I did not like Braylon Allen's film coming out of the draft. But Trey Benson was definitely my #1 back. So I would definitely take a flyer on Trey Benson immediately. We need a better, to me, more dynamic back in that running back room. And we need one that properly fits Shoddy. And I don't think that these other backs fit Shoddy. I don't think that they fit him at all. But let me see, was I able to... I don't know if I was able to... Let me see. Because I'm trying to see if I have this... It might be here in my CapCut. Yeah, let me see if I was able to download. No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't download. No. Yeah, y'all. So my CapCut is now, my interface is now stuck. Let me see. I'm gonna try one more thing. If I can't do it, then we just gotta move on. And improv. I'm gonna try to do one more thing to see if it'll pull up if I do it on the desktop version. Let me see if I can do that. I may be able to do it this way, and then we can still watch some stuff because I would love to be able to show some clips, and then I'd like to be able to. My next segment with the Dallas Wings is gonna be and Angel will be fast. This is my anchor. That's why I really wanted to like kind of be able to look through some stuff. Let me see. Okay, this is it. Let's see. And y'all bear with me. I'm just trying to see. Okay, looks like I got some stuff up. Let's see, this probably the Okay, looks like it's loading. It's loading up. So at least we can show Barham, because I know people got clips of Barham, but I mean, I'll spend all this time because I don't want to just look at only Barham, even though Barham is obviously, yeah, Barham is everybody's thumbnail. Literally everybody's thumbnail. So obviously I want to talk about Barham, but and now it won't let me open it. Alright, well, y'all, I guess I hate technical difficulties, I really do. Like, this is wasting so much of my show time. Trying to get this shit to load up, and it won't even do it because my CapCut app has gotten stuck. But anyway, I'm trying to see if there's one more way I can do it. Because the only way would be I gotta get them phone. Jesus, sorry y'all. I was like, what the heck is that? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can export this. Yeah, while this is exporting, but let me see what y'all saying in the chat. He said, want to see Brown with Dak. All right, absolutely. I do want to see Brown with Dak. Said, I think, what's up? I think Bam Bam will be okay. Who's Bam Bam? Let me know who Bam Bam is. What's up, Biscuit? Okay, Soul God is in the chat. Not sold on Blue. No, I'm not sold on Blue at all. I'm not, and I just don't think he just doesn't fit the scheme. It's not that Blue is bad. He just doesn't fit a power run scheme. That's really all it is, y'all. It's not that he's a bad runner. It's that he just does not fit the power run scheme that we run. And I know people are like, well, we need to run plays for him. It's like, no, y'all. Shotty said he does not want. Shotty specifically said, I do not want to have to alter my offense based on who's there. And you can't blame him as a play caller. If people know, okay, Blue, they don't run him inside of tackles, so they're only going to run him outside of tackles, you're giving another team a beat on what you're going to do. And not to mention, Blue has already gotten hurt too. That's what people ain't talking about. Blue missed a whole week of practice. He played one game. Missed a whole week of practice. Like, he's not going to be able, Blue is not going to be able to hold up in the season. And I also don't think Malik Davis will either. I just don't think they have the frame. Malik Davis is a better runner than Blue, absolutely. But I think with his frame, he's also not built. He's just not built. I personally would keep Malik Davis, but I would make him, I want Malik Davis to be my RB3. Not my RB2. Biscuit said, I want to give Mafa and Rabbanicon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Biscuit. I want to give those young guys a chance as well. What's up, Ken? Ken in the chat. It's a lot of y'all in there. It don't be telling me all y'all, but yeah, I want to. Oh, Barham. Oh, yeah, Barham, he'll be great. Said, I was waiting more of Mafa blocking and route running. That's what I'm saying. They really haven't. Ooh, I got it. So I got these. Bad. Okay. So I was able to download and export that. Sweet. So I might be able to. Yes. Okay. Because this is at least it's a 50-minute video, so it's a lot of Barham. Okay, let me see if I can share it. Let's see how long it takes, because I'm trying to airdrop it. But thank y'all for being in the chat. Biscuit said, Notre Dame is my second football love. Alright, shout out to Notre Dame. I didn't know you was a huge Notre Dame fan. I really don't have a college team, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not a college team fanatic. I kind of want to see, like, maybe SMU, maybe UT, just because I'm a Dallas girl, so I'm like, I want to rep Dallas, you feel me? And I just don't be feeling Texas like that. That's what his nickname players gave him in camp. Oh, Bam Bam, yeah. You right, sis, I just totally forgot. Davis more patient than letting box. He's flowing like LeVon Bell from the Steelers. Yeah, I do like your clips on Barham. Yeah, a lot of people got clips on Barham. I got Barham. I really got all his snaps. He did a lot of high level stuff. But as I said, I don't only want to point out Barham, because although Barham did a phenomenal job, and I'm really excited. First of all, let me say that I'm really excited about Barham. Really excited about him for sure, because I think, you know, that we may have finally we may have found our Mike linebacker. We have not had a true Mike linebacker in God knows how long. And so the fact that we may finally have one, and I'm not saying he's gonna call the defense per se. I don't know if they're gonna actually entrust him to call the defense from day one. I don't know about that, but I will say that he's definitely somebody that you can develop into that role. And I do feel like, what was I gonna say? Honestly, he's more built for it than Overshown. And Shotty said today that in his press conference, Shotty said that we really are, like, the mic is not set in stone. And I think when they saw what Barham was doing, that probably means that Overshown, your job, not saying we're gonna cut you or nothing like that, but we may switch him out and not have him be the mic. And honestly, I don't think that Overshown should be the mic. And I've been saying this since day one. I don't think Overshown is built for the mic, y'all. And for someone who has injury history, you want him consistently taking on blocks over and over and over again? Like, no, man. I feel like it's a recipe for disaster. You just got Overshown really back, because Overshown, he only played half the season for you. He only played half the season, and now, I'm so chatty. He only played half the season for you, and then now you're going to put him in a position where he's going to be getting hit game in and game out. He's going to get hit game in, game out anyway, but y'all know what I mean. Like, it's different when you're in the middle. That's what I'm saying. It's way different when you're in the middle. As a wheel linebacker, you can kind of slash, you know what I'm saying? You run sideline to sideline, but when you in that middle, you got to be able to shed blocks. When you in that middle, you got to be able to shed blocks. And that's something that I think Barham really was able to show. Barham was really able to show that he is a block shedding machine. And honestly, y'all, I cannot remember the last time we had a block shedding machine. we didn't have one in LVE. Jalen Smith, was he a block shedding machine? No, he wasn't. Then we had Marquise Bell. Y'all remember that year we had Marquise Bell playing middle linebacker? And I've seen, y'all let me know, have y'all seen Barham? Y'all remember all them viral clips in camp of Overshown getting manhandled by Tyler Guyton? Did you see any clips of Barham getting manhandled like that? Feet off the ground? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Overshown, he's just not built. He ain't built for that middle. He not. And there's nothing, there's nothing or no one, yes, we got the clips, thank God. There's nothing or no one that can convince me that Overshown is built for this middle. It's just, you're not gonna be able to convince me of it. I'm sorry. But anyway, y'all, finally got the damn video up. And I think we're just gonna look at the defense today. I don't know. We may try to look at Joe and Blue and them a little bit, but for the sake of time, I don't think we have it. But let me go ahead and bring this up. Hopefully I'm good and I don't get in trouble or anything. I try to put a filter over it. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of be going back and forth. We're gonna let some clips play, but I'm also pausing and stuff, so not just let it be running smoothly. Let's see. So I want to do this for like 20 minutes. I think we can get through a lot of films from this. All right, so let's start off. This is Barham right here in the middle, right behind Toya. Which, shout out to another guy who really stood out to me, y'all, was Toya. Toya had a very, very good game. And that young man, he was playing to the last snap, so he obviously is on the roster bubble. But shout out to Toya because I really liked what I saw from him. And I literally tweeted that we got to figure out a way to get Tommy Dunn on this roster, which I looked at the numbers, and I'm going to do my 53-man projection on Friday, but realistically, I don't think Toya or Dunn has a chance to make the team. And it's so unfortunate because they're very good young players, and you can tell they were just maxing out and playing to the best of their abilities. And Shotty even said that Toya is dealing with an injury. But anyway, let me start rambling. I'll be talking too much. All right, so we look at this here. We got Barham here. He's a Mike. So this is just some light coverage, nothing crazy. Some light coverage, nothing crazy. Him and what's that? Shamar James. So nothing really to see here, actually. But let's look at the defensive line. Let's see how our guy Malachi Lawrence. He's over here. So one thing you see is they giving attention off the bat to Malachi Lawrence. Because Malachi Lawrence, he's on the strong side. He got to go through a tight end, then he got to actually go through a tackle. So D-line, I think, looked great here. You also got right here LT Overton, which I think he's going to be special. LT Overton is going to be special for y'all. I'm already calling it. He's going to be special. That was a throw at Rebel. And Rebel, good job, Rebel. Rebel had a good game. Good game from Rebel. All right, let's keep watching it. Barham right here. Now, I think Barham here, he was just reading his keys. That's what I'm going to assume, that he was reading his keys because he obviously didn't go to the run. He just basically filled his gap and forced it the other way. But let's see who got that tackle on the other side. I think that's Malachi Lawrence. Yeah, Malachi got that tackle. Good job for Malachi Lawrence there. I really liked, we get a better view here. Malachi Lawrence to the left of your screen. I really liked what Malachi Lawrence brought. Good job, Shitty. That's what I want to say. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to just stop sharing for a brief minute because y'all know, like I said, you can't keep it on there too long. But what really stood out to me is that our defense now knows how to block shed. They know how to block shed. Thank you, God. Thank you, God above. I saw every single, from D linemen to the linebackers, to the safeties, to the cornerbacks. Everybody knows how to shed blocks. Everybody knows how to tackle. I'm going to say that again. Everybody knows how to shed blocks. Everybody knows how to tackle. So, fantastic job from Chris. We got to give it up for Christian Parker. Do we not? Do I have a graphic in here? I may not. Oh, yeah, I do. We got to give it up for Mr. Christian Parker because he's got this defense ready. He's got this defense ready to go right now. Right now. So I'm so excited because I can't remember. I think it was either Soul or Biscuit said in the chat. No, I think it was Miss Matrix. It was Miss Matrix who said the defense, these backups are looking phenomenal. And I was like, if the backups are looking like that, only imagine what the starters will look like. You can only imagine what the starters will look like. But anyway, let me go back to the film. Like I said, I gotta go in and out because the NFL will get you. But anyway, so let's keep going. Now I think this is a play Barham absolutely blows it up. This is him right here. This is wow. We gotta replay that. This is a fantastic play right here from Barham. I mean, downhill, shoots the gap, moves the guard out of the way, makes a tackle. You see, back then, a linebacker, they may penetrate, but they don't make that tackle. Barham said, get the hell out of my way, makes a tackle. That's a phenomenal job by Barham. Just a phenomenal job by Barham. And let's look what's going on in front. Let's look at LT Overton and Toya. Good job, LT Overton, Toya, staying on your feet. Fantastic job. Let's keep rolling. Barham again here in the middle. Malachi Lawrence almost got a sack. And another thing I want to point out, I know he's not going to really make the team, but Darion Kendricks, I want to give a clap to him. I'm going to give a clap to Darion Kendrick because he is tackling. Anytime a play comes to him on a short screen or a run, he's tackling. And the same thing with Kalen Carson. I know everybody hate Kalen Carson because of them penalties. But those cornerbacks are making tackles. Open field tackles, they are making them. So you got to give credit where credit is due. Anyway, but let's look at Malachi Lawrence because he gets the pressure here. He's here on the left side of your screen. Because I believe it's him that got that pressure. Yeah, that's a great job by Malachi Lawrence. Now, it looks like he did the bend, just dipped. Got that good bend and dip. Looked like he just fell, but he did a good job. And then let's see what's... So he beat this man, just gotta stay on his feet. And then let's see on the other side. Yeah, the pressure was really from him. Even though he didn't get there, the pressure was from him. And then just shout out to Barham, hustling, running to the ball. And another thing I want to point out, I'm gonna just stop sharing briefly. Another thing that I want to point out as well is that everybody is constantly communicating in this defense. Everybody is constantly communicating. It's not one. I know we have a mic, but it seems like everybody is. What they be doing? You know, pat their leg, whatever the symbols, whatever CP, whatever symbols CP got them doing. They're doing it at a high level. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. That's what I really like about CP is that everybody knows what they're doing. Like if you're back, so again, if he's able to teach it, and this is what he was touted as a phenomenal teacher, and it's showing because look how confident your backups are. Your backups are playing extremely confident. But anyway, let's keep going. And because I think I can kind of show some stuff on offense if I hear you. But anyway, let me, actually, while I'm saying that, talking about stuff on offense, I'm like, girl, you haven't even downloaded you gotta export it if you're gonna show it. All right, anyway, let's keep playing. Let's see what happens here. Jameson's, James Houston got that, what they call it, encroachment. I think that was on him. Yeah. Next. Alright, next play. That's another pressure. Oh, that's the Rebel pick. And that was caused by Malachi Lawrence. Look at Malachi Lawrence here. Malachi Lawrence and LT Overton. Good job by Rebel getting that pick. Right place, right time. QB threw the ball late. Let's review it. Kind of hard to see. But Rebel, he was just there at, following his man there at the right time. Eyes up. Gets that pick. So great job. Great job from Rebel there. But let's get to the next play. Well, this is the same play, but I want y'all to see what happened up front and why this got through this pick. Look at your guy, Malachi Lawrence. And that's another thing. Sorry, that wasn't LT Overton. No, that is LT Overton. LT Overton does it. It's that 59. This guy, he popping off the screen to me. This is DJ. I think his name is DJ Rogers. Multiple times, I was like, who is 59? This guy is 59. He dope as hell. Because this was caused by him and Malachi Lawrence. And you can see the BT effect. That's what I love. Like, you can see because our D-line is just constantly moving, constantly fighting to get to the ball. If you look at Rogers, LT Overton, Malachi Lawrence, all of them just continuously being relentless to get to the ball. Relentless, and then a great job. I wanted to show y'all this right there. Look at this is why Julius Wood needs to make this team, even though he probably not gonna make it, because Shotty just confirmed today that, what did Shotty say? I'm taking it out. Shotty said Marquise Bell. Shotty said something. What did he say about Marquise? Basically, Shotty said that Marquise Bell is so integral to us on defense that, so integral to us on special teams that his spot is guaranteed. So Marquise Bell will be making the team. He didn't even suit up versus the Cardinals. So that really leaves very limited spots for the safeties. I think once again we're going to let this guy Julius Wood get away off of politics. But hey, this is Dallas, so it's like, what do we expect? It's sick and sad. Anyway, but I wanted to just show y'all, like, this hit that he laid is incredible. Like, this guy's, and Shotty said, a positive thing that Shotty said is that with Julius Wood, he said that this knocks that guy out for no reason. But he said Julius Wood, what really stands out is that another play made by Barham. What really stood out, this is Barham right here. I'm just going to let it play so I can kind of get through this. This is just Barham react right there. Cornerback, Amir Speed, you already there, but yet Barham made the tackle. You already there, yet Barham made the tackle, which is kind of crazy. This is more, let's see, I think this was the, yep, Toya made this tackle. Look at number 93 there in the middle. Look at number 93 there in the middle. This is a great job. Look at that. Y'all see what I'm saying? The block shedding is elite. This is elite block shedding. And it's gotta be BT Sharp. Boop. And Marcus Dixon. Just a great job. Like, everybody is doing their jobs. Our defensive tackles are staying on their feet. They're not falling on the ground. Because that's what we used to see all the time. Defensive tackles falling on the ground. This was a great pressure. Forcing the errant throw. Great pressure from Barham here up the middle. Got there in a hurry. Barham and who was that on the other side? Was that James? No, that's Sam Williams. Sam Williams had him a little good game too. He had a few pressures. Sam Williams just caved this guy straight back. Him and Barham caused that errant throw. So shout out to those shout out to these fellas. Another great play. Y'all. Barham was, he just pops off the screen. Barham just popping off the screen. Now, granted, you got to give credit to the guys up front. You got to give credit to Dunn and Toya and all of those guys for keeping those linebackers clean. But even here, this wasn't even Barham clean. He just is beating the crap out of this guard. Like, look at this. He's just too fast. But shout out to the D tackles, because if Barham wasn't there, they would have got him. But just look how fast Barham shoots his gap. Like, just incredible work here from Barham. And I think I'm going to just let this play get to the 5-minute mark, and then we're going to stop. Because I'm not here to do a full film review. Okay, next. What's this play? Who calls this play? Another play by Barham? Barham, did you call that play? Let me see. No, who calls that play? Hold on, let me relook. This is going to be the last play we watch. Yeah, great job. That's Dunn. Great job by Dunn. I really like Dunn. He ain't going to make the team. It's not enough spots. But that's a great job. Is that Dunn? No, I don't think that's Dunn, because this is Dunn right here. Sorry, that's 96. I think his name is Odegale or something. But just a good job him staying on his feet here. Great job. Okay. But anyway, y'all, for the sake of time, that's all we're going to look at for the film wise. I'm not gonna be able to get into the offense. I may end up doing like a little like video, like getting into the offense later this week. or we probably can show. We can still show some stuff on final arguments, closing arguments and stuff on Friday. I wanted to be able to show more things, but I really wanted to highlight Barham and guys on that defense. I wasn't even able to show my guy LT Overton's sack, but I want to name some players that I think are standing out and that are really going to help us. Obviously Barham, but so Jaishawn Barham, but LT Overton. I think LT Overton is going to be special, and Shotty said it today too. He's like, I think this guy is going to help us out a crap ton, and I do too. Just from his versatility, he can play all across the line. He's physical. He's relentless. I mean, and I also, y'all, I'm gonna talk about it on closing arguments, but I think Malachi Lawrence. I think he's gonna have 5+ sacks this year. Because when you have BT Jordan, then on top of that you add a Von Miller. When you have a BT Jordan and then you add on a Von Miller who's an actual like BT Jordan on the field, then they also have Rashawn Gary. Then they also have Kenny Clark. Then they also have Quentin Williams. Like I fully expect our D-line to eat this year. But anyway, that's my segment on the Cowboys. And then let me just get into the wings and Angel Reese, and then we'll be done with this. What time is it? How long have I been here? Okay. Anyway, so now I'm gonna just look at the comments briefly. Holding up physicality, but I think they have a Zeke and Pollard situation. Speaking of Pollard, we should try to get Pollard back, because Pollard was a dynamic back. Ooh, y'all saying a lot of stuff. There's a lot of, y'all said a lot of stuff in the comments. Jumping between you and Okoye, because I mod over there. Okay. Thanks for helping going back and forth. Let me see what else y'all saying. This saying never thought Overshawn should have been Mike. Me either. How we bubbling him? He should have been playing just like Rebel. Yeah, he should have. So I think you're probably talking about Marquise Bell. Yeah, he should have been playing, but he wasn't. I'm on Indy. Ken Berry says, sorry, I can challenge y'all now. I may not convince you, but I can challenge you. Challenge me on what, Ken? Let me know. What can you challenge me on? Malik Davis or what? Let me know in the comments. Ricky is kind of scared. See what y'all saying. Y'all said a lot. What's up, new house? Glad to see you. Team Tyler Guyton. Yeah, I'm Team Tyler Guyton for sure. Toya improved, but he's not moving people a lot of scrimmage consistent like the rest of the D line. I disagree with that. So I feel like Toya did a good job, and he was moving people in my opinion. Like he was shedding. He had a few tackles. I think he almost had a sack too. Like I disagree with that, but we could talk through it. Let's see. Steel. We can't do nothing about that. Okay, y'all saying a lot. Houston, the Sam last year, he don't show more. He put in so much more weight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is likely Sam's last year. Sam may not make the team. He was out there till the very last snap, so. Sam Williams is likely on cut watch. And he just doesn't have as much. This is why I said Sam Williams likely to get cut over Maris, just because Maris has more versatility. But honestly, y'all, looking at Maris yesterday, don't think he gonna make the team. I don't think Merritt's gonna make the team. I just don't see it. And then you didn't move him around at all in the preseason. You just got him lined up on the edge, and he's not an edge. He's not an edge at all. So I don't think Merritt's gonna make the team. I don't think Sam Williams gonna make the team. James Houston, maybe. James Houston makes it. Possibly. Not sure. Said watch it again. James Houston. Watch what again? I didn't see y'all come as y'all. I was caught up in the stream, so I was caught up in the field. So if y'all want to expound upon what y'all was questioning and things like that, y'all let me know. If not, I'm just gonna go on to the next segment. But if I see that y'all commented, I'll come back to the chat because I was obviously caught up. Can you, give me like a second. I'm gonna be right back to get into my next segment, but I gotta do something real fast. Okay, let me check the chat, see what y'all saying. My challenge is that in a 4-2-5 or 3-4, the Mike backer and Will backer have the same run fits. They are interchangeable. Yeah, I already know that, Ken. I know that they're interchangeable. I think the coaches have explained that multiple times. So what are you saying? What is your challenge? That you think Overshown can do Mike linebacker, or like what are you challenging y'all? That's what I'm saying. Let me know. The last play was made by James Houston, his man into the RB. Oh, you talking about someone on the stream? Did I say it was somebody else? I did say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I said it was somebody else and it wasn't. Yeah. Because with James Houston, I gave him credit where credit is due. The last play was made by James pushing his man into the RB. Are you saying that, was that when I gave Joy Toya credit or what? Like y'all got, when y'all saying stuff, y'all gotta explain, like y'all gotta thoroughly explain so I can understand what y'all are saying. Because if y'all just put comment, like, and I come back, I'm like, what you mean? Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna get into my, I'm gonna get into my next segment. So Cowboys fans, I know y'all probably gonna start right now, but that's okay. But I want to talk about this. So shout out to, and let me share my screen. And I'll say this: anybody who got debates or whatever, I do have a fan, not a fan, sorry, I don't like that word, a supporter segment on Fridays, where I will put the link in the chat, and y'all can come up and chop it up with me. We can talk about whatever y'all want. So if whatever opinions y'all have or arguments that y'all don't agree with me on, just hold those arguments. Come in on Friday, 7 o'clock. I'll be here and we can talk it out. Because I definitely want to hear from y'all, my supporters, for sure. So, but anyway, now I want to get into Paige's amazing. Paige had an amazing performance. And it was good to see Paige get back to herself. Because Paige has not been herself for over a month and a half. I really don't care what the stats say. Like, it's called the eye test. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go off of stats, box score stats. You got to go off of, well, when were these points scored? How were these points scored? You know what I'm saying? Like, and not just go off, well, she's averaged 20 points. You know, because averaging 20 points for Paige is not the standard. I think Paige is the GOAT, or the baby GOAT. So I think she's the best guard in the league. So if you're going to be the best guard in the league, you got to show that game in and game out. Otherwise, I'm just blowing hot air. You know what I'm saying? I can think whatever I want to think, but is it supported? So anyway, let me see if I can do this. Actually, no, I want to put it on full screen because I want to show y'all something, because I did a show on Friday where I talked about how Arike
just drove away from it. Only to
is on mute. Well, but I was talking about how Arike is the offensive engine and Paige is the amplifier. And I think Jose, are you watching my streams? Jose really may be watching it, because when I put this plan out, then I'm like, okay, Jose, you doing exactly what I said. So let's just dissect this. This is only, what, a 2-minute video. So we're going to see, how did Paige get back to Paige? Okay, number one. Did I not say Paige catch and shoot? Let me put the graphic on the screen. Like, y'all say Star don't know what the hell she talking about. Okay. All right, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Literally here on the screen, what did I say is Paige's strengths? Do I not have catch and shoot? I do. Catch and shoot, efficient from 3. I said that. Very first 3, what is she doing? Very first 3, what is Paige doing? Catch and shoot. Comes off the screen, catch and shoot, hits the 3. Paige Bueckers needs space. She can create. Let's be clear about that. She can create, but that is not her strongest suit to create. You want her to create a few times a game. 3, 4, times a game. But her consistently creating is not her strongest suit. Doesn't mean she can't create. Doesn't mean she doesn't have ball, because we know ball handling a Paige is nasty. But what I'm saying is, how Paige primarily thrives is off of movement in space. So remember that. Movement in space. Movement in space. All right, moving on. Again, movement in space. Comes off the screen. See all that space she's got? Makes the shot. Makes the jumper. Another thing. I said, use Arike, because look what happened. Arike goes over, right? Dribbles over, draws 2 defenders, including Paige's defender, like I said. Oh, y'all can't even see it. I'm so slow. Anyway, y'all see here. Oh my God, y'all could not see none of that. Jesus Christ. No, I think y'all could see the first one, but this is the second play. Actually, I gotta go back because I don't think y'all could see that. But anyway, looking at this, First play, catch and shoot. Second play, use a screen, get space, on ball screen, get space, jumper. Next play, Arike manipulates the defense, Paige wide open for a 3. You see what I'm saying? That's all that I was saying to do. Paige, straight to the basket. Catch and shoot. That's what I'm saying. Arike and Paige, I think Jose figured it out. Arike and Paige got to play off of each other. Think Steph and Clay. Think Luka and Kyrie. Like, they gotta play off of each other. Like, look at that space. Step back. That's what I'm saying. Like, Paige, if Paige got space, right, that's what I'm saying. Paige can do ISO. Absolutely she can. Y'all see her? She can hit that jumper one-on-one. She can do it. So I don't be mad at Paige about this. The other games, her shot just wasn't falling, but that's her shot. That's her shot. She just had a little bit of a shooting slump. Another screen. You see what I'm saying? See how we're running screens? We're running actions to constantly get Paige open. Having separation between her and Flow J. So hopefully Jose scoring in transition. I don't know how many times I said it. The wings play best when we score in transition. That was a tough shot for Paige, but she made it anyways. Once again, Arike manipulating the defense. Gets Paige wide open for a 3. That's what I'm saying. Arike, the engine. Arike forces the defense into mistakes. Paige amplifies that mistake. That's all I was saying. So when we look at these clips, we can see, Jose, you got it. You finally got it. All these clips, Paige moving around, Paige using actions, Paige is beating the trap. See how she beat the trap there? Because she's not dribbling excessively. Soon as she see the trap, pass the ball immediately. Someone's wide open. That's how you beat the trap. You gotta get the ball out of your hands immediately. Soon as you see 2 defenders coming towards you, you gotta get that ball out your hand. Pull up J. And she did all this, by the way, in 3 quarters. So it just shows you scoring in transition. Beautiful. So it just shows you, because she didn't even play the 4th quarter, but space, moving the ball. Like, this is a team that we can be dangerous. She did all of that. Look at that. They're only 4 minutes and 25 seconds. But Dallas can be dangerous, and Dallas can still, I think we're still in the running to push for that 4th seed. I think we're still in the running to push for that 4th seed. So Dallas can absolutely dominate. Dallas can absolutely be dangerous if we use Paige and Arike to their strengths. If we use Paige and Arike to their strengths, if we use them to their strengths, Dallas will get past the 1st round. Period. Okay? And I did say Paige made history, so let's just go through the ways in which she made history. So, number 1, let me take this off the screen, because she made history in a number of ways. Okay. Number 1, Paige Bueckers has just surpassed Caitlin Clark to become the fastest player in WA history to reach 14,000 points and 400 assists. Anytime we can pass Caitlin Clark, it's a great day for me. Okay, these are just her stats from the game: 32 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 12 of 16 shooting, 6 for 6 from 3. She tied the NBA records. That's why I said she made history. All right, she tied the NBA record for most makes, most three-pointers made in a game. 25 minutes. This is what she did. 25 minutes. More history. Paige Bueckers has now tied Becky Hammon, who is now the Aces head coach. But Paige Bueckers has now tied Becky Hammon, Kelsey Plum, and Kelsey Mitchell for the most 30-point games on 70% shooting by a guard in WNBA history. And she did it in just 72 games. So this is why I say Paige is generational. This is why I say Paige is special. Now, something I didn't talk about, but DeWanna Bonner is on the streets. I think we need to give her a call. I know Atlanta probably gonna give her a call, and they probably gonna end up landing her because obviously they lost Bree Jones. But I think if you can have DeWanna Bonner as your sixth man, I mean, hell, I'm even for putting I know people just want her like coming off the bench, but I would even put DeWanna in the starting lineup. And I would put DeWanna in the starting lineup because I'm trying to find a way to move Alana out of the starting lineup. I think we need to just keep Alana coming off the bench because Alana cannot stay healthy. Even when she can stay healthy, she can't stay out of foul trouble. She's having problems catching the ball on pick and rolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's not as aggressive. Alana Smith last year when she was with the Lynx was so aggressive on defense, and that's why she got the Defensive Player of the Year nod. I don't see that. I don't see the rim protector, the help defender that she was in Minnesota. I don't know. Sometimes players just have bad years. I'm hoping that she didn't wake up sorry, as my guy Henny and Landlord be saying. But Dallas should definitely give DeWanna Bonner a call. But anyway, let's keep going. Was there any more history made by Paige? Yep. She now has the second most 20-point games in a season by a point guard in WNBA history. I think she's only behind Diana Taurasi, I think. What else? Paige Bueckers, she tied the WNBA record for most three-pointers made in the game without a miss. Okay, so Paige Bueckers obviously went nuclear. I want y'all to please go and watch my game to see my last film review that I did to see how we can improve. We did a lot of good things versus the Indiana Fever, but we still need to improve. So please go look at that, and then look at that film review and then see what we did versus the tempo and see if we fixed some things that needed to be fixed. But last but not least, we want to talk about my GOAT, Angel Reese. So, number one, Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dream have clinched playoffs. Y'all said she couldn't do it, but she did. I don't like that, but y'all said she couldn't do it, but she did. Y'all said the Chicago Sky didn't need her, but they got eliminated from playoffs, and she's in playoffs. So just stop the tomfoolery and the BS. Angel Reese had 2 history-making games, and let me find it. Number 1. Don't worry, I got it all bookmarked here. First of all, let's look at this. It says elite company only. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see it. Elite company only. Angel Reese and Nikola Jokic are in a league of their own with this historic stat line. Angel Reese and Jokic are the only players in the WNBA and NBA history with 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, 3 plus steals, and 100% field goal percentage in a game. Angel, she's not even competing with the women, she's now competing with the men. And she's been competing with the men. She's been competing with them because there's no one in the WNBA that is on her level or in her league as far as what she's able to accomplish. There's great players, first of all, let's be clear here, I'm not disrespecting Angel Wilson. I still know that Angel Wilson is the best player in the WNBA. But Angel coming for that spot. And I love Angel Wilson, but I love Angel more. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Real App was just saying she's their highest graded player. She better be player of the week. They better not hold her again, because she should have been Player of the Week at least once or twice this year, but they keep holding her out. So she better get it this week. But anyway, Angel Reese was dominant tonight. 31 points, had her career high. So after she did that game that only her and Jokic have done in the history of the W in the NBA, she has this: 31 points, 14 rebounds, 4 steals, 14 of 21 field goal percentage, and the most rebounds, which is what? 1,255 in a player's first 100 career games in WNBA history. This is what I'm saying. She is just doing shit that nobody is doing ever. Nobody has ever done this. And when you do stuff that nobody else has done or nobody has done in a long time, that's called being generational, folks. That's called being generational. When you're the first of your kind, or somebody ain't done this in 20, 30, 40 years, that's what's called being generational. So Angel Reese in her last 2 games, first ever 20-10-5, 100% field goal percentage, and then career high 31 points, 14 rebounds, 4 steals. Angel Reese has 432 rebounds this season. The next closest player doesn't even have 400. Stuff is just wild. Just wild what she's doing. And then this is why Candace Parker, this is why she mad. Because she wants to call Angel a C-tier player, yet Angel is looking her dead in her face and either overtaking her records, tying her records, joining her in records. It says Angel Reese joins Maya Moore, Candace Parker, and Nafisa Collier as the only players in WNBA history to record 80 points, 40 rebounds, 20 assists, and 10 steals over a 4-game span. So Angel has just, when I say Angel and Paige made history and they've been going crazy, they've been going crazy. But anyway, let's just look at this. I want to look at, this is her game that she
that's easy money for number
had her career high versus the Phoenix Mercury. So we could just watch this and then I'm gonna be out. I think I gave y'all, and I know a lot of y'all dropped by, but that's okay. I know in here I'll be talking to myself until I get some Wings fans, and I have a lot of Angel Reese fans, but maybe they was mostly Chicago Sky fans. I don't know. But I had a lot of Angel Reese fans, but they haven't come out of hiding. But you know what? It's my fault because I went on like a 6 or 7. I went on a 6 or 7 month hiatus, so I know I just got to be consistent and put the work in. Angel was giving AT the work. I ain't gonna lie. And AT usually is very physical with Angel. She doesn't struggle, but like her and AT usually be battling. But she just took AT for pretty much all she had. And now another thing to point out, Carl is using Angel as a point forward now. Like he's letting Angel handle the ball and be the playmaker. He's added that to the scheme, not eliminating Jordan Canada, because you still need Jordan Canada, obviously, because you don't want to have Angel on ball the whole game. But I think him allowing Angel, her and Alicia Gray are working on great chemistry. I would be scared to face, I know like my Dallas Wings, I do not want to face the Atlanta Dream round 1. You're not going to beat Angel Reese round 1. Like, I don't want to face the Atlanta Dream round 1. Who I want to face round 1 is the Indiana Fever. That's who I want to play round 1. I would like to play the Indiana Fever or the New York Liberty. Those are the 2 teams that I would want. I wouldn't want to play the Mystics because it seemed like they got our number late as of late. Definitely don't want to play the Atlanta Dream. You got swept. Definitely don't want to play the Minnesota Lynx. You got swept. And although we won the series versus Vegas, don't want to play them round 1 because that is a championship team, and they everybody knows Vegas, when they get to playoffs, they are on a totally different level. So you definitely don't want to see them round 1. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. I know my Dallas Wings, we can clinch playoffs tomorrow versus the Portland Fire, and we're gonna win that game. I can say that confidently, with faith. But anyway, because the Portland Fire, they haven't beat us at all this year. Actually, they did beat us. I forgot they did beat us, but both of those games were like by a point. We didn't have AZ. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all. Not AZ, we didn't have Paige. But anyway, thank y'all so much for rocking with me and supporting me. I'm gonna get off now so I can go eat dinner. Let me just check y'all's comments. Oh, Hoodie, you popped in. Sorry, y'all. But Ken said Overshawn can play Mike in this system. Come on Friday, Ken, and we can talk about it. Because I don't think I can be convinced. Because if I'm looking at Barham, and I feel like if you still in here, Ken, I know you're probably come from the point of like they'll be clean and Overshawn will just have to slash and but I saw Barham have to defeat blocks. So unless you're telling me that Overshawn won't have to defeat blocks at all, then that'd probably be the only way you can convince me. But I'm willing to hear you out because I love talking to you. You've been like a day one supporter, so please come on Friday. We can talk it out. What's up, Hoodie? How you doing? Yeah, I know she playing now, so I'm about to hop off. But anyway, thank y'all so much for being with me, rocking with me tonight. Continue to support the channel. Hit the like button, share button. Donate to me via Cash App. Now I also got my super chats going, so also donate to me via super chat. Please like the video, y'all, so that YouTube can push this out to the algorithm so that more people can be seeing Stargazer Sports. But until the next time, thank y'all so much for tuning in for the Order Report. Again, I will not be doing Under the Lights on Wednesday because I will be going to Dallas Cowboys training camp, but I will be coming back on Friday for closing arguments. But thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace.